Here's Vampire Survivors. This is strange. I guess this is a game that's kind of more than the sum of its parts. It's a game that's gotten real popular lately. It looks like something from XBlig, and you barely do anything in it. And it has artwork that makes you squint at it and say, is this stolen? And the answer in some cases is yes, absolutely it is. There are just Castlevania sprites in this game. And it's a game you can buy for money on Steam. You can pay for money for it on Steam. The reviews of this are very good. I believe Steam still does say that the reviews are overwhelmingly positive. And at the same time, it's very fun and will just absolutely... It doesn't kill your time. It massacres your time. And I don't know why. This shouldn't be good. It shouldn't be good, yet somehow it's good. And I don't really know how to describe that. We're going to start playing it. We're just going to keep going for who knows how long. I don't know how long. I'm just going to maybe talk about the game, maybe talk about other things. Man, I don't know. That's how it is with Vampire Survivors. Here's characters. You start off with the one character, and you can buy more with the money you get in the game. I've played a little bit of this so far. By a little bit, I don't know how long. The objective is to survive for a half an hour. Can you do that? Can you last 30 minutes? That's the game. We're going to start with the first character here, Antonio Bellpace. He gains 10% more damage every 10 levels for a max of plus 50%. He starts off with the whip. There are 2 whole levels. This game is in early access. And I mentioned that there's barely anything in it. You want Mad Forest, you want Inlaid Library, there you go. Those are your levels. Oh, wait, a third has been added. I have not played that one. Green Acres is a place where mortals are not allowed. Fate changes every minute. Okay, that must have been a very recent addition. I have not played Green Acres. Why don't we do the first 2 levels, then we'll learn about the third level together. Let's see what this is about. Mad Forest. All right, there I am. I'm walking around. Every couple of seconds, I crack my whip. I'm not pressing anything to do that. I'm just using the cursor keys on the keyboard to move around. And he just automatically uses his whip to hit enemies, and they might drop crystals, and those are experience crystals, and they make me level up, and then I choose... there's an RNG that randomly decides, hey, which one of these power-ups do you want? I could choose Fire Wand, New Weapon, Magic Wand, but all of these are weapons. All of these are weapons. Since our character has a whip, it only makes sense to give him the cross. Why not? I could give him any of them, it's fine, but, you know... It's a very Simon Belmont kind of thing. Once again, I am not actually aiming any of this or pressing any buttons. I'm just walking around. That's all I'm doing, and my experience meter is going up. That's all the game is. As time goes on, there's going to be more enemies, tougher enemies. We'll see how that gets. We're only 45 seconds into this run so far. I leveled up again. Do y'all want garlic? Yes, garlic is the best weapon. I could also get Saint Water or the Clock Lancet, but we're going to get garlic. Everyone wants garlic, because this is what garlic does. It's a force field around me that kills enemies. Just walk into enemies and kill them now. Enemies will get tougher, so this won't work forever, but it works right now. Garlic's a really good thing to get in the... Oh, there's like a boss bat. That's a glowing one. It's a tougher bat. But I get more rewards. See more now. Zombies are approaching. They're stronger. Oh, I got hurt because that zombie didn't die from one garlic shot. But I'll get more experience as more enemies come, and I need to do that. I need to get as much experience as possible throughout this entire run for the purpose of being able to survive the final 2 minutes. All right, I can get an axe. Or a pentagram, which every so often will kill everything on the screen. Or I can level up my garlic. Well, I'm going to level up that garlic. Now my force field's bigger. So this map, I think, is infinite. Like, I can just keep walking one direction. I'll never get to, like, a border. Torches. I can get... Here's a watch. Stop time. Oh, I killed that bat. He dropped a treasure chest. I could open that right now. Let's see what happens. I leveled up my garlic again. Also, this little animation and song is basically the only reason to play the game. It's like some weird dark magic that you just really want. You really want to see it and hear that. Okay, I leveled up. I could level up my whip to 2, or I could get the duplicator or spinach. The duplicator's good. It doubles the amount of times all of my weapons attack. So I fire 2 boomerangs now. Also, my whip is a projectile, so it's going twice now. Oh, cloud of bats. Look at all those gems. Look at all of them. See? Like that. And then the feel-good chemicals in your brain unlocks. And you're like, oh yeah, that's good. That's the stuff. That's what I like, feeling like that. And then I could level up my whip or the stone mask. I get 10% more coins, or the pentagram. Let me level up my whip. So, I mean, you could either go for as many weapons as possible early on, or you could try to level up the weapons that you have. I'm no expert in this game. I don't know which one's better. I'm just doing what I want to do. I can get a pet bird. Check out this bird. I have a pet bird now, and he's going to shoot enemies. Look at this bird. His name is Peachin. Peach 1? Something like that. I'm going to level up again. There we go. Do I want to level up my whip? Do I want the clover? Do I want the Pomarola? I recover at 0.1 HP per second. I want the heart. Not necessarily for the healing, but my weapons, they can, if I level them up all the way, they can evolve into more powerful weapons, but I need supporting items to do that. I can level up my garlic to its maximum evolved form if I have the Pomarola. So I have that now. So if I can get the garlic up to level 9... that means garlic evolves. The numbers, they go up. What if I wanted spinach to increase my damage? Here's skeletons. Here's bats. Give me those bats. There we go. Oh, there we go. The bats can push enemies around, which is kind of fun. And as time goes on, you know, those old, weak, busted enemies get replaced by new, stronger ones. These skeletons are stronger than those bats. I have to become stronger so I can fight the skeletons. Do I want a pentagram? I don't know how useful that pentagram... I've tried it before. But lightning ring... it's quite good if you level that up. So every so often... kaboom! Like, there's like a lightning bolt. And the more I level that up, the faster it'll hit. There's food up there. I can get that food. There we go. Healed myself. This is what this game is. It's the sort of game that, you know, every time you lose, you figure, well, maybe I'll just try it again. Maybe I'll just try it one more time. But one more time can potentially last 30 minutes. Which is why I say this game's a time murderer. Hey, what if I get a King Bible? The King Bible, it disappears and appears, and it rotates around me when it appears. It's like an additional shield in addition to my garlic. Alright, Bracer. I could increase my projectile speed. The Candelabrador augments the size of my attacks. Why don't I get a Candelabrador? Why don't I get that? My area. My area is bigger. It's good when things get bigger. And here are ghosts. It may seem bad that there are many enemies on the screen, but it's good because I need all these experience gems. Eventually, it's going to get to the point where the enemies will become overwhelming, and I will need to have leveled myself up as much as possible. Speaking of leveling up, I'm going to level up that whip. What I would like is to get the item that I need to evolve the whip into the maximum whip. I don't have it yet. Maybe I'll get it. Maybe I won't. The numbers, they're random. What will I find? Everyone's playing this right now. Can you believe how popular this game is? Look at this. It looks like an XSplit game. And yet everyone's real into it. And it's like, you look at it and you say, why is everyone playing this? And then you play it, and then you keep playing it, and you keep playing it. That's what I'm looking for, the hollow heart. Give me that, because that'll allow me to evolve the whip. Oh, there's like a ring of plants, and like a mantis boss. How much life do you think this game has in it? Like, when will people get tired of it? Because you think it surely has a limited lifespan, right? I mean, it is early access, so they can keep adding content, but how much content are they going to add, and when will its time in the sun be over? I don't know. There's a treasure chest. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. I don't even care what item I get out of it. I just want the animation and the music. My whip leveled up again. And those plants are gone. They only stay there temporarily. Now I got these ghouls around me. The ghouls are taking a few hits. Let me walk around and try to collect some of these experience gems that I've been leaving behind. There we go. I can level up Peachin', level up my cross, level up my spinach, and I want to level up that spinach. Just make everything do more damage. I don't know how to evolve everything. Like, I don't know if the game actually gives you any hints as to what evolves what. Like, once you have it, it tells you. But, like, if you don't know what items you need, I don't know if there's really any indication of it. Like, I know how to evolve the whip and the garlic. But a lot of the other stuff I don't know. Oh, I took a lot of damage there. Even though the garlic surrounds me and the Bibles surround me, they got through. So what I would probably want is to get some food. Let's see if I can find any. There's some food down there. I'm also getting coins, which will allow me to buy power-ups and such between games. So, you know, even if you lose, you don't waste your time after a run's over. You'll have some money, and you can do some stuff with that. And that's like a key thing in one of these games, right? You don't want to feel like it was all for nothing. You want to feel like you gained a little something. Here's some bats. Give me the gems. There we go. Can level up my whip. I can get the crown. Okay, you can see my inventory in the upper left. I can only have one more item. I could get the crown to get more experience, or the attract orb to pick up items from further away. I like that. Increase my reach that I can pick up these gems. Considering I walk so slowly, it would be helpful. What do I want to level up? Let me keep leveling up this whip. Since I know I can evolve it, I might as well get it up there. And like the real thing that releases the feel-good fluids in your brain is when you get the shield around you powerful enough to kill all of these enemies that are coming in around you. And it just go pop, 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 and you're getting the crystals, and the level goes up, and then your damage goes up. Look at that blue meter on the top of the screen. That's the X meter. You get a whole lot of crystals at once, and then like it just shoots up, and it feels real good. You don't really have to think about much when you're playing this game. Maybe that's why it's such a... maybe that's why it feels so good. Let me level up my garlic. There's a treasure chest. Thing is, if I get up the whip or the garlic to level 9 and open up that chest, I could evolve the weapons. If I don't, then I'll probably just level up one of my weapons. Maybe I should just leave that chest there until I get, like, the whip or the garlic to 9. There's, yeah. Level up that whip. There's a cross. It does that. Booms everything. Here comes some bigger bats. Oh, look at this orb. This orb, if I touch it, then all of the stuff comes in. All of it. Clean it all up. Just hoover it all up. Suck, suck, suck. I'm sucking it. Sucking it in. It's a game about vampires. Sucking very popular here. Those are powerful bats. They resist my garlic. All right, there we go. Whip. Let's do whip again. Oh, Mantis Boss is back. And his ring of carnivorous plants. Now I have to kind of get out of the way. Nope, I did not get out of the way. They got too powerful. They were too powerful. Closed in. And so I died. And that's how it goes in Vampire Survivors. The whip did the most damage. Sometimes you might think the garlic does because, you know, you just run into enemies. But no, the garlic seems to frequently not do the most damage, even though it is very helpful, especially in the early game. But I did get money. It's only $276, but here's like things you can buy, like additional might or armor or max health or recovery. But these things do cost more money than I have at the moment. Let's try another character. Let's try Imelda. Imelda Belpace. Ahem. She starts with the magic wand, gains 10% more experience every 5 levels, max 30%. Why don't we try the inlaid library? I almost walked into that crowd because I forgot I do not have the garlic. Easy to get used to that garlic. Okay, get the rune tracer, or the cross, or the pentagram. Let's go for rune tracer. It's basically the diamond. Whoop. The diamond from Castlevania. Let's get the fire wand. Maybe shoot some fireballs. And let's get the knife. So, unlike the field, this level is a horizontal one. I mean, it goes infinitely horizontal, but it's not the vertical. Like, the previous level went in all directions. There's no borders at all. The garlic is very useful in the early game. I could just walk through all these dudes and get their crystals if I had that. Alright. What do we want? Yeah, let's get a tracked orb. I've heard some people compare this to an idle game. Kinda, but I mean, you are actively playing it. You do actually have to always be moving around. So it does cause you to... You have to engage with it on at least that level. Let's get a crown, so I get more experience. Once again, I do want to emphasize the only thing I've been pushing while playing this are the cursor keys. It's like it's not actually necessary to push anything else. Let's see. Yeah, sure. Why not the axe? I feel like I'm not collecting enough gems at this point, which doesn't really matter right now, but later on, you know, I'm going to have as high of a level as possible. I'm really trying to collect gems all the time. Not for now, but for later. We really haven't seen later as of yet. The empty tome reduces my weapon cooldown by 8%. That could be useful. Here's a mummy. That's like a boss enemy. Let me get these gems right here. Here comes some mummies, small mummies. They're tougher than the mudmen. I do have... There's the garlic. But, you know, we used the garlic in the Bible last time. Why don't we go for other things this time? Let me level up this knife. You know, it's good to experiment with weapons other than what you normally use. Like, the garlic seems like what you want all the time because it's a shield, but you try to go with other things and see how it goes for you. Let me level up my knife again. Could get a clover, could get a laurel. Nah, let me level up the attract orb. Yeah, magic wand. What I'm looking for are the items that will help evolve the knife and the axe. Level up my fire wand. Walking back into the crowd is tempting because you can go back and collect all the gems that you didn't get. But I mean, there's like a bunch of dudes. Do I want Peachin? Probably not. There's like actually a second bird. And if you got both birds and level them up, you know, that can be worth it. But for right now, I'm just going to level up my magic wand. If you want to go for all birds, it seems like that can be powerful. But right now, I only have one weapon slot available left, so would not be able to get both birds, even if they were available. Level up that knife again. Level up my knife again. The character, of course, doesn't really have any animation besides the basic walking animation, but you do like to imagine that they're just frantically throwing knives constantly. I don't have the whip, so Pomarola, probably not. The wings? Move faster? Moving faster is probably going to be pretty good. There we go. Level up the axe. Got those red explodey ghosts coming in. Like, even late into the level, they're still pretty fearsome. If they get to you and explode before you can push them away or kill them. Level up the knife. Level it up. I'm just not getting the items that I'm looking for the knife and the axe. They're just not coming up. And that does happen. Level up the wand. It does happen that maybe you're just not going to get the items you need. Not the items you're looking for. Like, you work with the weapons and the items that they give you, but still, maybe you have something in mind, and maybe the things you need to make it happen, maybe they're just not coming. They're just not happening. Still not happening, but we'll level up that knife again. No, still not getting them. Level up that knife again. We're at level 9 knife. Okay, knife is now leveled up as much as it can go, unless I get a certain item. Because if I do, then I can evolve the knife. Which I'd like to do, as things are getting a little crowded. Okay. Well, it's just forcing me to either get a final weapon or to get another item. We'll fill up our weapons with Santa water. Still not getting them. We'll level up the magic wand to 6. Hold on. There's something right here. Flamethrower breath. Breathe in fire. Nope, still not appearing. We'll level up that magic wand. It's only temporary, of course. The breathing of the fire. It wouldn't let you have that permanently. Bracer, that's it. I believe that's what evolves the knife. Now I'm gonna go get a treasure chest. And since my knife was level 9 and I have the needed item to evolve it, that means I get the 1000 Edge, the evolved knife. It's a machine gun knife. Just throw knives all the time, no delay. Why delay when you have so many knives and so many enemies to throw them at? Let me level up magic wand. Level up magic wand, why not? And level up magic wand again. Oh, I didn't actually realize I had what I needed. Okay, the empty tome levels up the magic wand. I did not know. Now I learned that. I see, that's what I said. I don't know if the game actually tells you what items evolve the weapons until you get it. So because I had the empty tome and magic wand was level 9 and I got a treasure chest, I now have evolved wand. Never seen it. What does it do? You can see, like, there's a lot of blue sparks coming out of me. Like, there's also a lot of knives. It's kind of hard to see the blue sparks. But they're there. They are there. Why not level up the Santa water? Well, there's one treasure. There's like 3 treasure chests, and I might as well get those 2 and leave one of them in case I get the item needed for the axe. Hasn't happened, but it could always happen. Level up that book. Oh, 3. I got a 3 chest. Axe, Rune Tracer, and Fire Wand leveled up. Level up the axe. But like I said, I still don't have the item I need to evolve the axe. The axe is now on level 4. Oh, and I also leveled up. Duplicator is good. But I wanna save that one remaining slot to see if I can get the item I need. I'll level up Rune Tracer. Rune Tracer. A lot of enemies, but fortunately, since I do have the evolved knife and axe, I am kind of melting them. Let's upgrade Fire Wand. I think this is it. If I remember right, Candelabrador is the item that evolves the axe, so hopefully I remember that right. Axe is still pretty low level though. Now here comes some boys. Boys are coming. Alright, so my inventory is completely full, so now no new items. Now it's just going to be leveling up items that I have. Let's level up Empty Tome. Level up Axe. If I could get 3 evolved weapons, that would be doing pretty good. I'd be doing pretty okay. Level up Axe. Level up Rune Tracer. Level up Rune Tracer, sure. Level up Rune Tracer. Rune Tracer's now level 9. I don't know if you can evolve Rune Tracer. Sure. Upgrade my, my wings. Move a little faster. Movement speed's always good. Medusa's here. Sure, upgrade the Fire Wand. She's taking a lot of hits. Ooh, with 3. So we got Fire Wand, Candelabrador, and Attract Orb level up. Sure. Bracer. Fire Wand. That axe is not getting leveled up. But I mean, if I level up everything else, eventually... Yeah, there we go. Eventually, I'll have to level it up. Get that up to level 9. There's a treasure chest right there. We're at 16 minutes in. 14 minutes left until the end. If we can survive that long. I mean, we're doing well now, but... It'll get worse than this. Axe. Axe is level 9. Oh, no. Okay. Was it not a level 9? All right. We got Santa Water up to 3. Well, even if Axe isn't at level 9, there'll be a boss enemy coming along to drop a treasure chest. Sure. Fire Wand. And, okay, sure, Bracer. And, okay, Attract Orb. And, Attract Orb. And, yeah, Candelabra Door. And, sure, Santa Water. Why not? Santa Water? Sure. You know, it would be pretty good right now if that orb that gets all of the gems came up. Because you know there's a lot that I've left on the floor. It'd be a pretty good thing to come up right about now. Sure, Bracer. That witch took many knives to the face. Sure. Candelabra Door. We're at 19 minutes. At 20, it should get more intense, I believe. Still no axe. Bracer. Actually, it does say axe is evolved, but it didn't turn when I picked up the chest. And I guess I pick up a chest again. Previously, it's been that when the conditions are right for it to evolve, it'll be on the next chest, but it didn't happen last time. Well, I'll evolve the Santa Water and get this chest and see what we get. There it is. That's the evolution. All right, we got Death Spiral. It passes through enemies. We also throw a lot of them at once. So I believe this is all the weapons I can evolve that I have, that I got the items to do so for. So 3 evolved weapons. It's all right. There's a boss over there. It's a green man. Level up that Santa water. So even though I got the evolutions, I can still, you know, keep leveling up. Keep doing that. He's slowly walking towards me through the knives. And now it's just a, you know, progression to level up everything else that I have. Sure, Santa water up to level 9. Throwing bottles, just throwing gallons of holy water just everywhere. Like we have a fire hose of holy water. Wings, sure, go ahead. Yep, wings. I wonder if the final version of this is intended to have some sort of story. Like, there's nothing in here now about that. You're just, you know, you're some person being attacked by the endless hordes of monsters and undead. But, yeah, empty tome. Like, as I was saying, there's really not much to the game. It's just what is there is oddly fun. Sure, crown go up. Yep, wings. We got a 3. Two crowns in one book. It's getting to the point now where it's kind of hard to see what's on the screen. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff on the screen right now. Okay, I'm almost completely leveled up with everything, so I'm just leveling up my crown now. So basically the main thing I have to worry about is just walking into an enemy and just not seeing it because there's so much stuff. That's the main worry. Okay, now I've completely leveled up, and once we do that, our level ups now allow us to choose from big coin bag or floor chicken. So if I keep building up money, then I can buy power-ups between runs. It's 24 minutes, and the witches have arrived. Well, they've been here, but there's a lot more of them now. If I stand still, I am pushing them back, which is a good sign, because the pushback ability of this current build I have is going to be very important in the next few minutes. There's 25 minutes. Here comes some big old bats. And that's a boss right there. Let's get some money. Okay, that boss is dead. And we are at 26 minutes. The ghosts, well, the witches give way for the Medusas. "27 minutes. A lot of Gorgon heads now coming in. A lot of crowd crush happening right now. Those Medusa heads in the back pushing the Medusas forward. And look, and the frame rate's starting to go. You wouldn't think a game that looks like this could cause the game to chug, but oh yeah, I lost some health there. Touched that big Medusa. Get the floor chicken this time. It's 28 minutes. More floor chicken. And I don't, what would you call those dudes? The wizards? Something like that? Coming in after the Medusas. They're crowding in. Tried to make a break for it. It did not work. It did not work. Almost made it to the end of that crowd. If I did, then I could probably try to go for the gems and get floor chicken. But didn't work. And that's how it goes. Minute and a half left in the run. And the thing about the game is that you're in the early game, well, the whole game, you're trying to build up yourself to become so powerful that you can survive the last 2 minutes. And can you? Really depends on what items you get. I have 2,309. Can I afford anything? I can buy additional armor. Or additional recovery. Not cooldown. Can buy duration. Fire one more projectile. That's very expensive. Why don't we go for armor? Haven't bought any armor as of yet. Alright. Third character we have here is Pasqualina Bellpace. She starts off with the Rune Tracer. Projectiles get 10% faster every 5 levels, max 30%. So, like I said, I haven't tried Green Acres as of yet. A place where mortals are not allowed. Fate changes every minute. At the bottom, you might notice it says Hyper. Let's not pick Hyper mode. Let's not do that. Alright, so on first glance, it does look like the field. And has the same music as the field. But what is different about this? Let's see. What do I want? Why don't we try some Bible action? Repel these undead creatures with the good news. I mean, you know how that works. You stab the Bible, unleashing the god nectar within. We've seen all about that in Juggernaut. You can do so many things with a Bible and a knife. Oh, ebony wings. That's the other bird. Maybe we should get that and see if we can get both birds. Whether or not we will be able to do that, I mean, it's just gonna depend on the game. If it wants to give us the other bird, if it wants to give us Peachin'. One thing about Rune Tracer that I'm not a fan of is you can't... It seems like it's random where it goes. I mean, it goes through enemies, which is nice. But it seems like it's not actually aiming towards enemies. Yeah, let's level up Ebony Wings. Let's try to make our birds as powerful as we can. Well, hopefully birds, will that be possible? We don't know. We'll find out. Garlic. I should get Spellbinder. Increases duration. What? I should get Garlic. I'm not getting enough experience right now. I should get it just so I can pick up a bunch of crystals early on. Sure. Level up the garlic. As I mentioned the first time, the DPS on the garlic always is never as high as you think it is in the end, but it's at least very good for the early game. Picking up all these crystals. Sure, level up Rune Tracer. Sure, again. Alright, level up the King Bible. Yeah, level up that King Bible once again. The mummies are approaching. Oh, there's the other one. There's Peachin. Okay, I have both birds now. Which does mean there is the possibility of getting bird destruction happening. My health is low. I mean, it's been kind of consistently low. Let's see if we can find some health. Yeah, let's level up that King Bible again. Yep, there's some food down here. It's what I really need right now. Level up that King Bible. 3 is good. 3 is good. Double Peachin level up and a King Bible. Sure, Peachin, why not? Peachin's now at level 5. Like I said, some people compare this to an idler, but it engages you just enough that you have a certain level of brain activity happening the whole time. Let's level up Garlic. Just enough where you have to spend a certain level of attention. So what is it about this game that's fun? What makes it fun? Like I said, I feel like it's more than the sum of its parts. I don't know why it's fun. I don't know why this is good. But I mean, like, this feels good. When I get this, we get the animation and the music. Okay, Ebony Wings needs some leveling up, that's true. Level 3. And Rune Tracer. There's just like this constant... I don't know, positive feedback loop. Of killing the enemies, and all the crystals appear, and then you get the crystals, and your meter goes up, and it feels good when the meter goes up, and then you get the level up. And what build do you want? Well, I mean, there is some thought that goes into it, but also at the same time, it's partially random because you have to deal with the whims of the RNG. So I guess that adds to some replayability because, you know, maybe you want to try out a certain build, but you have to play it multiple times before you can finally get the build until the game wants to give it to you. And then you can see how many enemies you can kill with that build and how many crystals are dropped. And in Ebony Wings... level that up. And it all just adds up to a real dangerous game to play because it'll massacre your time. Because it's just one more run. Okay, so I do have to fill up my last weapon slot at this point. I haven't used Clock Lancet as of yet. We'll pick that. That weapon can stop enemies. They can freeze enemies in time. Yeah, Garlic. Yeah, upgrade Rune Tracer. Rune Tracer. No, actually, Spellbinder. I think I want that one. And level up my Garlic. Spellbinder doesn't show up much, it seems. I don't know if that's just my luck or what. I feel like I haven't seen that show up much at all. Sure. Kendall Door. And, upgrade Spellbinder. And Duplicator. Let's get a Duplicator. Upgrade that King Bible once again. And the skeleton hordes approach. Let's leave that treasure chest for right now. Upgrade Rune Tracer. So that's at level 9 now. What we really want is the King Bible to be at level 9. King Bible's not here. Let's get Garlic. Garlic at level 9, sure. Ebony Wings, let's go. I could get King Bible up to level 9, but I should get the heart. Because Garlic is at level 9, isn't it? Now let's get the Attract Orb. Because that should mean... Garlic has evolved to Soul Eater. Now Garlic is in its evolved maximum form. And we've almost got King Bible up to its evolved maximum form for maximum shield. King Bible, let's get to level 9. Okay, so I do have to fill up my last slot. Why don't we go with Spinach? Increased damage is always good. Well, I did not even see what happened. I was looking at the edges of the circle of the garlic and not the center, so I did not actually see what hit me. But that's how it goes. That's how it do in Vampire Survivors. And then what do you do after that? Well, you start again. You start again because that was only 10 minutes. That's only 10, that's basically nothing. It's basically nothing, and it's no problem if I go again. It's not a problem. I'm going to pick Gennaro Bellpace. He's a real barbarian type of guy. Permanent +1 projectile, all weapons. He starts with the knife. So, what was the differences with Green Acres? Did you notice what the thing was with Green Acres? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'll have to. I'll have to ask later. Well, a little bird, my little Peachin and my little ebony wings are telling me that it had enemies from both levels, and that there were randomization of enemies. So as opposed to the constant surges of the first two levels, Green Acres is more random. Says the little birds on my shoulders. That's what they say. They're tweeting in my ears. Let's go with Inlaid Library. All right, so what do we start with? Could go with Lightning Ring or Magic Wand or Fire Wand. We tried Lightning Ring, but we never really leveled that up. Let's see what we can do with Lightning Ring. I feel kind of bad about spending time playing this, which is kind of why I'm streaming it right now. Because like, I always feel like, there's something that I mean to do or mean to get to, but I mean, a round of Vampire Survivors it's not gonna take long. It's only a half an hour. You get the whip. We never did evolve the whip last time we had that. With the dagger and the whip, we do have a good deal of horizontal attack power. Sure. Let's get level 2 whip, because now he whips behind him. Yeah, as well as in front. Yeah. To evolve the whip, we need Hollow Heart. Alright, so we're set to evolve that whip as long as we keep leveling it up. Yeah, keep leveling up this knife. Machine gun knife was really good. What if we leveled up that whip? Actually, Lightning Ring. Let's keep leveling up Lightning Ring as well. Get some big old lightning bolts coming down. I mean, considering that we're... Hold on. I don't think I've gotten the armor yet. Why don't I get the armor? Try to reduce this damage. I mean, I guess since we're doing another run, which is the way of the game, just keep doing runs, I guess it's probably just a good time to just ramble on about things. I feel like I have less time now due to work-related things. I feel like the stream, I'm going to have to be more efficient. It's going to have to be tighter. None of this None of this willy-nilliness of just like talking for like 20 minutes after and be late about starting the game. No, you have to be more punctual. Like I say, the game starts at 8 o'clock and then actually starts at like 8:30. It's a problem. I mean, it wasn't a problem. It's kind of a problem now. Because apparently, look, some people tell me, this is just what I heard, I hear people need sleep to function? It's new to me. But, certain work requirements, such as, not being able to work from the home office anymore, I do need to get up earlier. Which does mean that on streaming nights, I do have to be pretty strict about how long it goes. Which means less talking, less interaction, which is good, of course, because we don't want human interaction. What we want are video games. Only the best video games played professionally on this stream. It's gonna have to be less talking and more games. It also probably means shorter games. Because hold on. Yeah, whip. Because if the stream sessions can sometimes go for like there are 2 sessions per stream. Sometimes they might go for like an hour and a half. And if you have like 2 90-minute sessions and like the talking, you combine all the talking, maybe it approaches an hour. And there's sometimes the stream can go for, let's see, usually. So sometimes, let's see, usually start streaming around 7:45. And what time did I usually end the stream? Sometimes I go past 11. 11:15. Like sometimes it can go for like 3.5 hours. But I probably do have to be a bit stricter about the session length. Like, session length probably shouldn't go for the birds at this point. Let's level up Lightning Ring. Probably should be kind of strict about a session lasting like an hour. And the talking, the personable interaction, which no one wants, should probably be shorter. Let's see. Let's get some spinach. So if I started playing at 8 o'clock... Start playing at 8 o'clock? That's on time. That... Tastes bad in my mouth. Tastes bad in my mouth to say that. But if I start playing on time, and like the sessions are like 1 hour each, and maybe there's a little bit of talking between, maybe I could like end the stream maybe like a little bit before 10:30, something like that, which should be manageable. It should be manageable. You know, when the commute is removed from your life for almost 2 years, you kind of get used to having a certain, like, increased level of sleep that maybe you just never had before. It's kind of hard to get accustomed back to the sleep-deprived nature of the way things used to be. But that's what we have to do, because that's the way things are done. Time to go back to normal. And so, I fill the time. I mean, you got to make good use of the time you have, and so what better way to fill that time but with video games like Vampire Survivors and spending money on foolish purchases. That's the fun one. I bought the Elgato foot pedal. It hasn't arrived yet. Like, that's kind of, but that's like a real dumb purchase. Hey, you can assign a button for the stream to your feet. Do you want to step on the button? Yes, absolutely. It's what I want to do. Give me, let's buy that pedal. The pedal has 3 pedals on it. And you can assign the buttons to the pedals. So I'm like, oh, what do I want to do? I don't know what I would want. I don't know what I would assign the pedals to. Probably like the voice changing thing I do sometimes. So I don't have to actually reach for the buttons with my hand to change the voice. I could step on it with my feet and then the voice changes. That's probably what I would use it for. Probably. Let's get an axe. Man, I bought that thing so fast when they announced it. I didn't even think about it. I'm like, yes, absolutely. Absolutely control with my feet. Like I said, it hasn't arrived yet. But I'm hoping it's everything I hope it can be. Which is pressing a button with your foot. Flamethrower. I mean, I say that I fill my time with video games and bad purchases. Yeah, look at that whip up to 9. But honestly, the Elgato pedal, not much money compared to what I usually make my bad purchases on, which are microphones. Over the pandemic, I got real into microphones. And I have a bunch of them now. Like, the funny thing about that is if you think, oh, that microphone sounds good. That's like a higher quality microphone. My voice sounds better on it. I should probably get that. And then, like, as you do, and then, like, you see another one. I should probably get that one. That one sounds good. Whoa, look at that one. And, before you know it, you kind of have a collection here. And the fun thing about that is no one's gonna notice it. Like, people who are into audio equipment and microphones and stuff like that are really into it, but I mean, no one's gonna notice the difference. I'm using a different microphone now than I did on the last stream. Like, if you were wearing good headphones, maybe you'll hear that. You'll hear that I'm talking on one of the more expensive ones. Most people are not gonna notice it. I mean, you might hear some bad audio quality on a stream and people say they need to get a better microphone. And it's like, usually no. Usually that's not it. Usually it's just that your microphone positioning is bad. And you need to get, like, a microphone arm to put it on, and then, like, position it correctly, and it'll sound fine. Like, even if you have, like, a cheap, $20 microphone, it might still sound fine with proper positioning. You don't need to get the expensive ones. Everyone wants the SM7B. Even if you don't know the name, you've seen it. It's the big black one that when the streamer decides they're going to spend money on their audio setup and upgrade the microphone, that's the one everyone gets. You've seen it, even if you don't know the name. Because everyone uses it. How did that become so popular? It's a good microphone. It's just, I don't know why that one caught on. It's like, there's a bunch of good microphones you can buy, and that one costs $400, so it's not like it's a spur-of-the-moment purchase. That's not getting in even into the equipment you would need to plug it into, because it's going to cost more money on top of that. And when you're all done and you have that, does it really sound all that much better than the Blue Yeti you were using? I mean, a little bit, but you're using it for talking over video games. And I know that I'm a hypocrite because I'm talking on an expensive microphone right now. It's not the SM7B, but I have one of those. It's not that, it's something else. And yeah, so you buy the expensive microphones because you're like, ooh, I want, that's a nice microphone. And like, you know, you set the EQ, you do your little EQing to you know, make your voice sound clearer and more present. And it's like, maybe someone's just watching your stream on a phone. And it's like, doesn't sound different at all. Oh, the whip leveled up. The whip evolved. It's the Bloody Tear. Deals critical damage and absorbs HP. Now my whip is big and red. There it is. Let's see. I have the book, the Bible, and I have the Spellbinder. So if I get the Bible up to level 9, I can evolve it. I wondered if I should, like, I don't know, do some videos talking about the various microphones I have and if they're good for streaming. Like, you know, the SM7B is meant for, like, studio use. It's meant for singing, like a musician. It's not... I mean, it sure will take your money if you want to buy their microphone. It's not really meant to talk over video games. Microphones have a real different use now than they used to. Like something like the SM7B would previously only be seen in like a studio. Someone recording the new album. Now you'll see someone using it in their bedroom to play while they're playing Fortnite. I wonder if that caught those companies by surprise. Like, you look at a company like Shure, who has been making pro-quality microphones since maybe the 60s? Maybe before that. And now, currently, it's big business for people to buy their microphones to talk while they're playing the video games. I mean, if you can afford it, fine. I'm a bit puzzled as to why people feel like they do need it. I mean, aside from someone like me who kind of compulsively feels like I need to play with the new microphones. There's new toys. I need to play with these new toys. I need to see how my voice sounds on the new microphone, since my voice is kind of the only part of me that I like. So I need to know. I need to get this and hear it how it sounds. this whip is keeping away the Medusas. It's quite powerful. Actually, we're 15 minutes. Actually, I don't want that Medusa to die in the bookshelf. I won't be able to get the chest. So I don't know, maybe if there was any interest, I might do some videos talking about microphones. And if you want to get a microphone for the streaming, what would you be interested in? And how much money would you really have to spend on this? This bat taking a lot of hits. My spinach upgraded. Out of 3. What level is the book at this point? Level 7. Not quite enough. I don't have the original microphone that I had when I first started doing this. It was like a $5 lapel mic that I bought from Amazon. I don't know where that is, unfortunately. $5 lapel mic that you plugged directly into the microphone port on the motherboard for just the sweetest sound. I'm spending time playing this video game. When the new year started, I was thinking, you know, there's some games from last year I never got around to playing. I should play those in my spare time. Here I am playing this. Because it's just a half an hour. It's only 30 minutes. Actually, one game that I am playing is I just decided to do a replay of Deadly Premonition, the Xbox 360 version. It's been a while since I played that one. Because I was wondering, after playing Deadly Premonition 2, I was thinking, I didn't like that. So it's been a while since I played Deadly Premonition 1. So how would I feel about how that game is in in modern day, in present, in year of present day, hey, game is still real good. That game is still very good. Okay. We have evolved the book. The book has become the Unholy Vespers is what it's become. Oh no, my Bible! It's actually Satan book. It's like the priest in Little Hope. He had the book, and then at the end he drops the book. Oh no! It's devil in your Bible. How dare you? All right, there's my devil book. It's rotating around me now. Yeah, because I was thinking, Deadly Premonition 2 was bad, and I wonder if I were to play Deadly Premonition 1 and just think about it, like, is Deadly Premonition 2 bad? Because maybe Deadly Premonition 1 doesn't hold up as well as maybe I'm remembering, but no, I'm playing it, and it's like, no, it's still as good as it was. It's like, it took a little bit to get used to the controls again, because, of course, the controls are like a clunky RE4. So it took a little bit to get used to that. Once you get used to it, then it's fine. I still think it was a mistake for that game to begin the way it did, where it starts you in an action segment, and like people think, oh, is this what the game is? Is this what the whole game is? Because that's not like a strong point in the game. And it's like you have to get past that to actually get to the town exploration part where you're driving and talking to people and having lunch with Thomas and all that. And like you have to get past the forest part. So I still think it was a mistake to begin it with the forest part the way they did. But no, I'm still greatly enjoying that game. It's been a while since I played the 360 version, which, like I said, I still think that's the best one. It also performs the best. Like, I know Deadly Premonition does have that reputation for running poorly. 360. I'm playing the 360 version backwards compatible on the Xbox One, and that frame rate is holding up quite well. I mean, it's not 60 FPS or anything, but frame rate has not really been choppy or anything. I suppose probably after I finish Deadly Premonition 1, I'm going to want to do a replay of 2 to see if I change my mind about it. I don't know if I'm going to change my mind about it. I feel like my mind is not going to be changed. People said when Deadly Premonition 2 came out that just like with the first game, took a lot of a tone and mood from Twin Peaks, that the second game took that inspiration from True Detective, the first season of it. I never saw that show. Like, maybe I should watch that to see what that inspiration was. Sure, spinach. We need to do more damage. And they're closing in. Oh, they got me. Tried to make a break for it, but it did not work. We got an achievement. I evolved the King Bible. It's the first time I've done that. 2,632 coins. Could buy more health, more recovery, duration, luck, greed, growth. I haven't purchased any luck. Let's purchase some of that. So the next character is Arca Ladona. Starts with the Fire Rod. Weapon cooldown is reduced by 5% every 10 levels, max negative 15%. Who could this character be? It's hard to say. You might be able to tell that I can't control which direction that goes. Just have to go with whatever it does. Yeah, let's go with Lightning Ring. It does aim at an enemy every time. So at least there's that. You know, I haven't actually used the Laurel yet. It defends from damage when active. Okay, it appears to be active now. It's like a little shield. I guess we'll see how it does if we level that up. Let's go with Magic Wand. Let's go with Magic Wand again. talking about Deadly Premonition 2 before. I still have not played The Good Life. Just one of those games that I feel like, I'll get around to it at some point, but still have not yet gotten around to it. Yeah, upgrade the Fire Wand. People say that it has the charm that you might expect from a sweary game, but that it's kind of grindy, which is a bit of a turnoff. A neat thing about Deadly Premonition, and D4 as well, is that there were plenty of side quests to extend that playtime if you wanted it, but you didn't have to do that. Let's see. I don't have the whip. I'm not going to be using the whip, so probably not the heart. I could get the garlic, or do I just want to keep upgrading what I have? See, I think the reason that grinding might turn me off is because Deadly Premonition 2 had a lot of that. Where the focus of a lot of the side quests just had to do with grinding to get crafting materials. Let's increase that lightning ring. It was weird because in the first game, the side quests tended to, well, didn't really have anything grindy to do, but also the side quests tended to give you background on the characters who were giving the side quests. Some characters didn't have that much background, but just like a little flavor. And then there were some side quests where what they had to say ended up being quite relevant to the main plot. And Deadly Premonition 2 really doesn't have any of that. Just here's a thing to do like 100 times, and if you do it, you get some crafting materials. It's kind of how it goes in that game. I guess it must have been just easier to implement those side quests like that. Let's get the spinach. Because it's funny. Deadly Premonition 1, when you play it and you realize, yeah, this is a low-budget game. Like, no one would think otherwise. But it feels high budget in comparison to DP2. Like Deadly Premonition 2, you can feel how little money was available for that game. And what little character interactions there are, there's like so little of it. So when you get to certain plot twists and revelations, they don't really carry any kind of emotional weight to them because I barely know this character. Like, I guess I should be surprised at the information I'm learning. Just, it's a... that game has a strange story. Like, I mean, you might say the first game has a strange story. But, like, I don't think I could really explain to you what the core story of Deadly Premonition 2 is. Like, at some point, you're going to ask me, why was this person doing this? And my answer is, man, I don't know. I have no idea. Let's see. You have the rod. I think did Empty Tome evolve the rod? I think it did. Taking that damage. Almost taken down all the way. I guess that is one reason that the cloud of bats can be dangerous. That they can push other enemies into you. That's a tight squeeze, and I did not make it. I did not get through the tight squeeze. Yeah, I was not building up experience fast enough here. It just wasn't happening. Was not doing enough damage and getting enough experience. Even if I had survived through that, it was gonna get to the point where it just wasn't gonna. I just wasn't doing enough. I do like to get the garlic early on because of that. Because you can easily just walk through enemies and get experience early on. Well, maybe that's enough of a look at It's not really a look at Vampire Survivors. It's just me playing Vampire Survivors while mumbling. So it's a game that is very simple. There's barely anything in it. There's like 2 stages, and then there's like there's the third stage, which is just a green field. And it's like basically it's 2 stages. There's different characters and weapons, but I mean, all the characters can get, can all get the same weapons. So, are there really multiple characters? I mean, they do have some effects, but I mean, it's not like they don't have unique weapons or anything. And you just kind of wander around, killing enemies, getting the crystals, building up your experience meter, and it feels real good when you level up and you get the treasure chests. But like I said, it's a game with not much in it. Gameplay is extremely simple. It seems like something that would have appeared on XBLIG. It has stolen artwork. Apparently the music track on the library that's new in an update. The original track that was played in the library apparently would trigger a DMCA. I don't know why that is, but that was part of an update of, we replaced the music in the library, so the new track won't do that. So why is it fun? Like, it seems like this should be a forgettable game that no one thinks about and just kind of gets buried on Steam. And yet, everything just comes together in a way that makes the game better than it should. And you kind of just keep playing it and killing time with it. I did mention it as stolen art. I think the reason no one cares about that is because it's Castlevania, and it's not like Konami's doing anything with it. It's the same reason why so many people tried to make PT clones. Anything Konami owns is kind of fair game if they're not going to do anything with it. So, I mean, who really cares then, right? So I guess that's why. That's probably why. That's Vampire Survivors. It's a game that I find kind of baffling. It's also one of those games that you play and you think, I could have made this. But then you don't make it, right? Whenever you play one of those games where you say you can make this, then you don't make it. So. But someone made it. And it's being quite successful now. I wonder how that happened. I guess I would assume probably a big streamer played it and it got attention. That's kind of how these things usually go, I suppose. And if that didn't happen, it probably would have just been buried in Steam, as so many small indie games do get buried. This one didn't. It's in early access. Maybe they'll add more, maybe more content. Maybe as time goes on, it'll be fleshed out into a full game. I don't know what its roadmap is, but we just been spending some time playing it, thinking about life, which is, I guess that's what you do with Vampire Survivors. It's not really much to talk about when you're talking about this game. It's just thinking about things while tapping on the cursor keys on the keyboard and sort of half paying attention to the game and half paying attention to other things you might have on your mind. And that's what it is. That's Vampire Survivors. And it gets you thinking. It gets you thinking, I suppose.